Dude, I don't know why I'm just rocking the Acon. Feeling it, man. Takes me way back. High school days. Oh, no, it's before high school. It feels like grade 8 dances, grade 7 and 8 dances. Oh my God. Oh, what a time to be alive, man. Super awkward time of your life, going through puberty, dancing with girls, having crushes. What a weird experience that was. God, all right. Today on the list, it's let's say 24 under right now. I've got a great idea. I'm gonna try, you know how much we love starting engines in the wintertime, how much luck we've had with that. Before Christmas, shit. God, nothing starts great in the wintertime, I'll tell you that. So this is, we're gonna try to start the water truck to bring it into the shed. Right now, we have the blue truck. We have the blue truck in the shop, grain truck, which, oh God, we're having so much issues with trucks. So, the gray truck, gray grain truck is sitting at the mechanic shop in the next town over. It's gonna be done before 5 o'clock today. We wanna go and pick that up before close, before 5. The blue truck, grain truck, is sitting in the shop right now, warmed up. So what we're gonna do is pull that one out of the shop, park it in front. It's gonna be sitting there for, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours before we're able to. So what we're gonna do is get the turbo fixed on that blue grain truck, take it to the shop to get them to fix whatever's going on there. We're gonna trade trucks, bring that gray grain truck back, and it is ready to go to start hauling grain again. But when we pull that blue grain truck out of the shop, we're gonna put the blue water truck right into the shop. But until that happens, we gotta get it started. And that is easier said than done, because it is cold today and nothing like starting on the cold days. So, all right. Ta-da, ta-da. My walker can't really get through that snow, so, well, hold on, let's do the other side first. Take my little stir stick, take this. I'm gonna pour a little bit of each in there. This stuff is for if your stuff's already gelled and it's like last resort. This stuff will melt diesel that's in that gel state. This stuff just prevents it. So I don't think that this stuff has to be pre-mixed into the fuel to keep it from gelling. But I don't think it'll melt the gel down quite like this stuff does. So I'm gonna pour a little bit of both in. Oops. Oh shit. Come here. What a great day. It's supposed to be -3 on Wednesday. So I mean, we should be doing this that day, but I'm limited by days. And I want things done when I want them done. So what we're gonna have to do is I'll try to brush all this snow off before we bring it in the shop, because just that much less mess. I hate working on shit when there's just ice melting everywhere. Water, wet floor. How much is in here? Hello. Look how thick that stuff is, eh? Super viscous. That's a word. All right, let's pour some of this shit in here. You tell me when. Let's do that much. Half. Screw it. Let's put some of this shit. There we go. Little of each. Sure. I'm gonna have to do this with the other tank too, on the other side. Mixy, mixy. So once we do both sides, the only stuff that won't have this shit in it is the stuff through the lines, in the filters, and then up through the injectors and all that shit. So if we start it, let it run, and all that stuff through the filters and everything makes its way through and gets burnt out, then we should be safe. That'll take probably 5 minutes. About the same amount of time to get this thing warmed up, or air brakes unlocked anyways, build up enough air pressure. But if that doesn't, if it stalls out before then we know it's gelled up and it's too, fuck, it's gonna be a nightmare. We should be waiting till it's warmer outside, like it's supposed to be -3, like I said, but I'm impatient. So this is what we get. All right. The hardest part will be getting the fuel through those lines and shit, because that's where it's gonna be. That's where it's gonna be the most gelled, I think, is right. It won't. I don't think it'll really gel where it's like a lot of volume. Like in the tanks, it won't gel solid. The lines, maybe this. The lines are maybe this big to the filter or to the fuel pumps and stuff. So I mean that probably won't gel. If it's, unless it's super cold, it'll probably be through like the filter itself, where it's got to go through like the really fine perforations. That's probably where it'll freeze. Or you might get water in the water separator that's frozen up too and restricting flow. But we will see. I'm optimistic, honestly. We do all this work, should be good. I can't not drop shit, dude. Tell you what, guys, don't break your back. Nothing worse than losing fucking the ability to walk without a walker. Christ. Nothing works when it's fucking cold. Jesus. Oh, well. No one's forcing me to farm. I don't seem to care as much. That's why I don't want to. Fuck, I would hate having to work for somebody. I don't understand. Just different. We're just different. We think differently. If you work for somebody, 100% great, good for you. I could not. I don't even know how I would manage if I couldn't do what I wanted to do in my situation. Holy shit. Super depressing for me to even think about. I've never been able to relate to people who have a full-time job, who aren't building equity in themselves. Just a concept I've never really understood. But hey, some people don't like stress and debt, and I mean, look at me, I don't have a family life, and I mean, I'm happy. Am I happy? I think I'm happy. Sure, I'm happy. But that's obviously the trade-off for having your own business. Sacrifice that some people maybe just don't care to take or don't know they have to take. So I shouldn't complain about, you know, people who complain about not making enough money at their jobs. It's like, you are, my thought on this whole, how do you explain this? Labor is a commodity. Labor is a commodity. And you're only going to be worth as much as the products that you're making or the services you're providing. So even though you think your job and you should be paid more on your job, you're only getting paid as much as the product or service, the value that's creating. So like if you're a mechanic on a farm wanting to make 100 G's a year, that's just fucking stupid. Not enough money being generated off that farm to sustain that, especially if you're not a super big farm. So all right, fuck it, it's going all in. Oh, my fingers are frozen. Mixy. You just tell the fuel is thick. I don't really know which tank the fuel is pulling from, so that's why we're doing both sides. All right. Good stuff. We're bitching about labor and commoditization of labor and shit. What the heck am I on today? All right. Let's see.
Going to be in line to the crusher January 21st. That's because I'm going to be at Manitoba Ag Days, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of speaking there in the afternoon. You can catch me. I'm on the list there.
I got a problem with this. Not quick dick McDick at all. I just hate Ag Days. Like any farm show, I hate it. I just don't understand why. I hate salespeople. Like I was a salesperson. Maybe that's why I have such a disdain for this. But I hate the idea of farmers are constantly complaining how things cost too much, yet they're willing to go and right into the belly of the beast. Ag Days is a place for companies to promote. That's how they make their money. They promote. They allow salespeople to come in, show their products to farmers. Farmers hate getting sold to, yet they love spending money. So they always complain. I feel like in general, farmers complain how they don't have enough money or they're poor or whatever. And sure, farming is super risky, and for the amount that you get back out of every dollar you invest is like shitty return on investment. But farmers love spending money, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. So I mean, Ag Days is going to be here to stay. I hate the whole idea of it. I hate spending money. I hate being sold to. Why am I going to a place where that is the sole function of it, is to try to persuade you to see, they want you to see their product so that you can buy it. Maybe not that day, but eventually. And then they throw in these little seminars where you learn stuff, but it's not even, I don't even think it's worth, God, I hate farm shows. Let's just leave it at that. I'm done complaining about that. I fucking hate them. It's gonna start up. I know it will because it's, well, unless the battery's dead, but I had it plugged in, so I'm not worried about it starting as long as the batteries are strong. It's gonna run for a few minutes, I know it. It's just, if it's gonna gel up, it's gonna gel up, you know, somewhere along, it's gonna start. It's just, when is it gonna gel up? And if it makes it longer than 5 minutes, I think we're in the clear. Let's hope. Press the button. Oh, good Lord. Well, fuck. God damn it, dude. Nope, not today. Sorry, buddy. Shit. That was wildly anticlimactic. Oh my God. All right, change of plans. No water truck today. And Wednesday, or whenever it's supposed to be +3, we'll get her going. So crazy that this is gonna be our small tractor now. If you want a versatile, I got one for sale. And yeah, we should be picking up the new one, new to me. I don't know when, springtime sometime. Probably mid-April, maybe late March or something, whenever I'm back. Probably mid-April, I guess, keep it in the shed. We've got a lot of stuff to do to it. We got to get it hooked up with the air seeder, electronics and shit, and then, you know, change fluids and just... The guy I bought it from, I don't really know about him. He's kind of doesn't really keep good care of his equipment, so I'm just kidding. He's a buddy. I know him well. He keeps good care of his shit, and I've honestly bought it basically sight unseen because I trust him. So seems to be a trend, buying stuff from friends. I don't know. The last thing I bought from a friend, it was fucking a rusted bucket of bolts. Fuck. But whatever. Let's see if this thing starts. This is the second thing on my list that I would like to work on before I leave. Nothing worse than having auger issues when you're a one-man show, and I don't want my hired guy to feel like to have any issues with this thing. So we're gonna get this thing in the shop, give it a good go over. I I see some leaky hydraulic lines and just shit that we could look at a lot of stuff on this thing, I think. So I did see one of these, I think it's that one over there, that there's a seal leaking in that wheel motor. So we'll pull it in and get some parts numbers off of it and order a seal kit, whatever. See if this thing starts here. Holy. All right. That's awesome that that thing started. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for a few minutes here. I'm gonna go get the hitch. I didn't bring it with me in my truck. Don't have it here, so gotta go get that. It can sit here and warm up. That little pump I was playing with, that's the hydraulic motor, so that's gonna be circulating all that hydraulic oil and warming it up, which you need to do on these cold days, or else the whole hydraulic system is very slow. So I saw a few issues, that wheel seal on that one drive motor, hydraulic drive motor, and there's a leaky on the lifting to lift the bottom of the auger way up. Hydraulic cylinder's leaking, could top up the oil. Hydraulic hose needs fixed. Need some time in the shop, boys. That's it. Huh. Let's see. Oh yeah, she was just so cold. Holy shit. Just burning the engine out here, trying to get it to run. I think that's actually good. Could come a little more. Of course, it's gonna be too much. Oh shit, maybe just perfect. What do you think of our hitch job? That works, eh? I think that's how that's designed. It works anyways. Alright. Let's lift this up. Good. Oh yeah, you can see leaking there. Oh yeah, okay. All right, we'll fix that hose and hopefully that's all the leaking action that's going on over there. Better look at them here. There's a shaft in there is leaking, and also I've noticed on this side it's leaking too. So this side for sure I knew was leaking. This is the one I knew, and it's just obviously that output shaft on that motor, but I didn't realize this one was also, so I've got that covered in some absorbable shit there. But if it's not one thing, it's another. So I called the guys who fix those or sell seal kits. I've tried to change seal kits myself. I've been successful a few times, but my track record is not the strongest. So once you get those things apart and you fuck up, then you're farther ahead just to get somebody else to do it. So that's what I'm gonna do, because these things are pretty important. This piece of equipment here is probably one of the most important things on the farm right now. If this auger goes down, you got some angry truckers. Holy shit. Tell me how I know. But anyways, we got to do these seal kits at some point, but I don't know whether to do them we're gonna be trucking tomorrow, so I don't want to take these off because it's gonna take a couple days to get them fixed. I gotta drive 45 minutes to the guy who fixes them, and then he's gotta make sure he's got the right kit, and then put them back on, put them back together. Then I gotta go pick them up and put them back on. So that's gonna be like a 3-day ordeal. We want to haul grain tomorrow. So what I'm thinking is that the leaks aren't bad enough. We got 2 yard sites, 3 yard sites we got to pull out of. Like, we don't got a lot. The worst thing to have happen is this blow up when I'm not here and the trucker be stranded or whatever the case. This is in the shop right now, so we should be fixing this right now because it's in the damn shop. But I'm not going to because I want to haul grain, and I think we can get by until, I think we can last the season with the way that they're leaking right now. They're not leaking that bad. The worst thing that happened would be that seal to completely go and it just blow up, and then you can't move the auger at all, which would suck a lot, but that's what I'm gonna do now. But anyways, I noticed this too, because we changed this. We changed these little valves. These valves go on that valve block, and you can see the oil spraying everywhere. There's a seal up in here. I took this all apart. A seal has gone, and we need to fix it. So that's what we're gonna do right now. We've gone through everything on this auger that we can for now. Check this gearboxes, it's good with oil. I got this far, so I took this side off. It's good. That's where the leak's coming from, right in there. And I took this side off, and now I'm getting into the guts of it, and I didn't want to get too far ahead of myself. I believe if I got the camera rolling, I can see how I put it back together when I take it apart again. So, but then there's like T20s and T22s and shit like that. Oh, see that? That's spinning. I'm gonna go get something to hold that. Okay, hold on. All right. We're going here. We're doing something. All right, hold on. This is... Used the wrong size, so now it's all jacked up. Just put this down here. Oh, man. I do not want to mess this up. Okay, so this is going to push out now. Watch. That O-ring, I'll just leave that there. Oh, God, I need a bucket. It's gonna, to be honest, it might be a seal. I don't know exactly how these work, so we'll see, but... Oh my God, what is this? Huh. Interesting. That seems okay. Seems okay. Put that over. Oh, I don't know if there might just be this O-ring on the outside that shrunk because it's so cold. Maybe. Shrunk. There could just be this O-ring out here because it shrunk because it's so cold, but it was kind of displaced a little bit, and that's why it was leaking. The fact that it was displaced and shrunk, it kind of displaced and it caused a little bit of room for the oil to leak. But if this thing was warm, that O-ring would have been expanded. And if it was in the right position and it had shrunk, I think it would still be able to hold oil. But the fact that it was shrunk and kind of displaced, that's why I was seeing oil leaking. But I think if we had put it back together and just tucked the O-ring back in there, I think even if it's cold, it will still hold oil enough until it warms up, until it expands. Because I'm looking inside of there, and I can't see any other O-rings or seal kits or seals in there. It's just aluminum on aluminum, or whatever this is. I'll leave that for now. Make sure the other side's locked in and then put it together. Yeah, I think that these just sit in here, these are little O-rings. I'm surprised there's no pressure. I'm surprised they just sit in there, because it doesn't look like there's any seals inside of here. It's just that shaft that the clearance is so tight that I don't know. It makes no sense how that is sealed like that, but what do I know? This goes like this. Good. I need this. Put these back on. This back on. All right. Go down there. This. Okay, so we got to push this O-ring in here now that I was talking about. I think it just came out. I don't know why. It does seem. You know what? Hold on. I know why it's leaking. I know why it's leaking. That O-ring, this is the one I took off underneath it. That's fine. It's got this little metal O-ring with like a clear, I don't know, a little extrusion on it. This is just only 1/8 of an inch thick. That fits in there up against it. This one doesn't have one. Which means when I changed the other one, oh my God, oh my God. I was cleaning out my truck and I saw the old broken piece that I took apart. Let's go see if it's in there. Oh my God. I don't have, I'm not this lucky, but this, and I didn't throw it away for, oh my God. There it is. This is the piece that we had changed last week. That piece keeps that O-ring inside there. As long as that O-ring's there, it holds the pressure, but this piece wasn't holding the O-ring in because it came dislodged. Oh man, I just made the assumption that when I replaced the old one, the old one with the new one, that this was a complete assembly. I didn't realize that I didn't do a double take. I didn't make sure that the new one had that O-ring, and I didn't think to look because I just assumed it was all good. And woo! I feel better now. Okay, this issue will be fixed now that we have this O-ring. There it is. Garbage. This was our issue. We didn't have this inside of here. They don't break nothing. Perfect, just like that. There we go. That one's good. All right, all right. Fucking getting closer to being done this job. There we go, okay. Woo! Fucking done, dude. It's a little loose yet, but we're fucking good. Pretty well, pretty well, pretty well. Good, good. Done, 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 done. Gross, oily shit. Okay. Hell yeah, dude. All right, fucking done, man. All right, I'm sick of this shit. Thanks for watching another day. Woo! I was getting pretty fired up there, just frustrated shit wasn't working. But thank you for watching another day. Yeah, dude, fuck, counting down the days to Florida. Fuck this shit. I hate winter so much. Oh my God. Get me out of here. Peace and love. See you later.